collard greens and prayer. Daddy taught me how to pick that guitar just to keep me out of mama's hair. And I wrote all my songs in the seat of a John Deere tractor. Mama would be hollering from across the pasture. Supper's on the stove and your gig starts right after. If you wanna be on time, you better move a little faster. I'm a honky-tonkin', straight line walking, barnyard stomping, guitar picking fool. I like two-step dancing, late night romancing. Take my chances at breaking all the rules. And it don't matter where you're from or what you don't you know. Gonna crank this party way up, 'cause you know that's how we do. And I know everybody thinks that country boys just don't know how to rock and roll. So just head on back to where you're from, to the main of Black and Marine-Laville. So I keep getting down at every party I can find. Keep on trucking down the road, one dance hall at a time, blowing that black smoke till I can hear that turbo whine. The world is one big stage and I ain't stopping till it's mine. I'm a honky-tonkin', straight line walking, barnyard stomping, guitar picking fool. I like two-step dancing, late night romancing. Take my chances at breaking all the rules. And it don't matter where you're from or what you thought you knew. Gonna crank this party way up, 'cause you know that's how we do. Give me two, give me three, four. Sipping and picking on the back porch. Give me five, give me six, give me seven, eight. Sun's going down, you know I can't wait. Give me one, give me two, give me three, four. Sipping and picking on the back porch. Give me four, give me three, give me two, one. Yeah, I'm a honky-tonkin', straight line walking, barnyard stomping, guitar picking fool. I like two-step dancing, late night romancing. Take my chances at breaking all the rules. And it don't matter where you're from or what you thought you knew. Gonna crank this party way up, 'cause you know that's how we do. Yeah, that's how we do. She might as well head on home. Pulls her hat down tight, the crowd explodes, you can't get enough. You can turn and burn like that, you don't need luck. Yeah, you can turn and burn like that, you don't need luck. Yeah, you don't need luck.
I sat down at a park bench, watching my children play, when this old timer took a seat. He said, "Hello, how's your day?" I said, "To tell you the truth, sir, I shouldn't be here doing this. Between the headlines and the deadlines, I've got no time to reminisce." That's when he said, "Sounds like you're a busy man, son, but that ain't front page news." He said, "Once upon a time I was wearing your brand of boots. So listen up, I've gone the wrong way, I've learned the hard way. Babies crawl, then they walk, before you know it they're driving away. As you're staring at the tail lights, you can feel life passing you by. It goes 0 to 60 in the blink of an eye." He took a picture from his wallet that he carried throughout the war of the beautiful brunette he married in 1944. He said, "My angel flew away, it's almost been 5 years." And he told me her name, then he wiped away his tears. Then he said, "Take a look at your little girl, enjoy that little girl's smile. One day you're gonna turn around and you'll be walking her down the aisle. So listen up, I've gone the wrong way, I've learned the hard way. Babies crawl, then they walk, before you know it they're driving away. As you're staring at the tail lights, you can feel life passing you by. It goes 0 to 60 in the blink of an eye." Love with all your heart and hold on tight. You better cherish every morning and hit your knees every night. So I said, "Lord, I've gone the wrong way, I've learned the hard way. We live, we die, the years fly by like white lines on the highway. Slow me down and make me see the kind of man I need to be. 0 to 60, life goes 0 to 60. The old man said, "I've gone the wrong way, I've learned the hard way. Babies crawl, then they walk, before you know it they're driving away." As you're staring at the tail lights, you can feel life passing you by. It goes 0 to 60 in the blink of an eye. In the blink of an eye.
I left home at the age of 13. I was the baddest little bastard that you've ever seen. I got me a job at the old steel mill. I was better than my daddy was at paying bills. When he slapped my mama, I'd had enough. Took a pipe from his truck and I messed him up. When people ask me how I got this way, you know I always say, yeah, well, I'm a hillbilly badass chicken seat. From the Gulf of Mississippi down to Tennessee, I catch my dinner with a fishing pole. I got an F-250 when it's time to roll. I like a little whiskey to start my day. You know I wouldn't have it any other way, yeah. I'll break a jar like glass, and I'll be standing last, 'cause I'm a badass. Turning over soil with my bloody hands. Head out in the morning before first light. Come in after dark when the moon is bright. There's been a few women that want my name. I was just
all down through the holler. Something's just not right. The mockingbird or swaller is giving thought to flight. I took the last load of lightning and headed for the ridge. So something mighty frightening from the Buffalo River Bridge. First there came the water, and then there came the hail. Bear down, you sons and daughters, pray the inside walls don't fail. I got back to the family, the wind came whipping in. The grown folks all could hear me as I come up around the bend. Get the children to the cellar, grab a Bible if you can. Something wicked comes this way to tear apart the land. Let the horses from the stable put the fire out in the steel. An evil wind is blowing through the hills. The lumber took to flying, the last began to break. The thought of the family dying was more than I could take. I don't believe the words I'm saying, that witless old refrain. But down where we were laying, friends, she sounded like a train. Get the children to the cellar, grab a Bible if you can. Something wicked comes this way to tear apart the land. Let the horses from the stable put the fire out in the steel. An evil wind is blowing through the hills. Still and three bellies, the Lord he left our souls. The day all we hillbillies went running for the hole. Get the children to the cellar, have a Bible if you can. Something wicked comes this way to tear apart the land. Let the horses from the stable put the fire out in the steel. An evil wind is blowing through the hills. Driving in a Pontiac, just about to lose my mind. I was going to Arizona, maybe on to California, where the people all live so fine. My baby said I was crazy, my mama called me lazy. I was gonna show them all the sign. 'Cause you know I ain't no fooling, I don't need no more schooling. I was born to just walk the line. Living on Tulsa time, living on Tulsa time. Well, you know I've been through it when I set my watch back to it. Living on Tulsa time.
If you haven't climbed up to Enchanted Rock, drink a cold shiner down in Lukenbach, taking your baby to the river walk, then you ain't met my Texas yet. If you haven't floated down the El Frio, heard red dirt music on your radio, eating Coopers down in Llano, you ain't met my Texas yet. You haven't been to the Houston Rodeo, saying carry on at a Pat Green show. If you ain't seen an Abilene sunset, then you ain't met my Texas yet.
Never got a drive down in Port A, heard the words to Corpus Christi Bay. Never seen fireworks on PK. You ain't met my Texas yet. Haven't had a colache when you go through west. Never heard of the Larry Joe Taylor Fest. Ain't polished pop country crap sounds the best. You ain't met my Texas yet. You hadn't been to the Fort Worth Stock Show, sang along with Corey Morrow. If you ain't seen a hill country sunset, you ain't met my Texas yet.
Say you haven't hiked through Big Bend, had your hair blown back by Lubbock wind, have been somewhere where they call you friend, and you ain't met my Texas yet. You haven't been to the San Antonio Rodeo, sang Everclear at a Krager show. If you ain't seen an El Paso sunset, you ain't met my Texas yet. No, you ain't met my Texas yet. Acres gone, but when the going gets tough, the tough get moving on. Morning, noon, or night, the fighters take chances. If grit was worth its weight in water, there's no way the fire advances. Keep your spirits up, to lay your heads down, unless you're praying for the flames to drown. The wind's not letting up, and the situation is dire. We need more angels, Hell's Gates on fire. Smoke fills the air, it's getting harder to breathe. No matter how hard we try, we can't match her speed. Ashes falling down on us, we need divine intervention. Baptize this land, God, we need your attention. Keep
I played a show with ZZ Top. Went on tour with Skinner, and man, they still rock. Shot the bull with Bo Cephas before he climbed up on his jet. Played South Florida with Alan Jackson. That's some things that you never forget. And all that stuff, it makes you feel real good, but not near as good as flying down a back road with some buddies from back home. A splash of Jack in my Coke, catching brim on a Zepco, spotting deer in a hayfield after church, a Sunday meal, hugging mama before I go. Flying down a back road, up there in Des Moines, they knew my songs line by line. I just stood there in the fake smoke. Another dream came true that night. I've seen so many places I thought I'd never see, all the way from California to as far as you can go east. And all that stuff, it makes you feel real good, but not near as good as flying down a back road with some buddies from back home. A splash of Jack in my Coke, catching brim on a Zepco, spotting deer in a hayfield after church, a Sunday meal, hugging mama before I go. Yeah, flying down a back road. I'm a lucky man, I got a real good life. With all the things I've done, nothing gets me as high as flying down a back road with some buddies from back home. A splash of Jack in my Coke and catching brim on a Zepco, spotting deer in a hayfield after church, a Sunday meal, and hugging my mama before I go. Yeah, flying down a back road.
Heading down to Mexico, see a lonely man on the side of the road, so I pull aside to see if he needed a ride. I said, "Old man, are you going far?" He said, "Son, that depends on if you are." And before I could reach for the door, he was by my side. He said, "Let me tell you where I'm coming from," as he shoved some snuff beside his gum. Took a long look out the window and he turned to me. He said, "As you can see, my life is through, but I don't think it's too late for you. But if you wanna do it right, you gotta do it differently. You got to walk proudly, sing loudly, and cross the line when the walls are high. Just put it in overdrive and go through it. gotta live your life, and don't you let them take your dreams alive. Well, I remember every word you said, because it struck a chord inside my head, and the music traveled through me without a sound. You said, I don't know why people try to stop you when you wanna fly, but they'll never clip your wings unless you're standing on the ground. But you got to walk proudly and sing loudly, and cross the line when the walls are high. Just put it in overdrive and go through it. You gotta speak your mind. You don't know what you've done until you do it. You gotta live your life, and don't you let them take your dreams alive. Well, the road will get lonely and tough. Oh, and the seas will get angry and rough, yeah. Sometimes you're best, sometimes you're best. Well, it just ain't enough. Well, are you up to snuff? Are you up to snuff? Yeah. Yeah, well, things aren't always as they seem, and I thought perhaps it was a dream when the old man next to me, he had disappeared. But before I blamed the desert heat, I saw his can of snuff on that empty seat, and his words played through my memory loud and clear. You got to walk proudly and sing loudly, and cross the line when the walls are high. Just put it in overdrive and go through it. Oh, you got to speak your mind. You don't know what you've done until you do it. You've got to live your life. Don't you let them take your dreams alive. Yeah. Headed down to Mexico, I see a lonely man on the side of the road, so I pull aside to see if he needed a ride.
Do we have any diesel driving daddies out there? Well, my truck's wound up and she's ready to roll. I got a good buddy working for the highway patrol. So if I get a ticket or two, it's gonna be alright. But the sheriff and his boys, they're in Estelane. Let's air out to lunch at the Dairy Queen. We'll be itching to turn on those red, white, blue lights. Now here comes that fiddle. Just like my daddy was born a drifter, got a red bull heart and 8-ball shifter, horns on the hood and a 40 channel CB. Well, some things you never leave home without, like if I have a logbook, you're driving around your best today, a white Santa on CD. Yes, I'm a diesel driving daddy, don't you get in my lane, putting the pedal to the metal, bringing 18 wheels of paint, I've been in love. Broke some hearts, settled down long enough to replace parts, kicked a little asphalt along the way, oh yeah. It's a lonely life living on the road when the only friend you got is a radio, but even he fades in and out every now and then. Well, maybe someday I can buy a ride one chicken chip a year. Let me ride shotgun and knows how to get that big old rig to spin. Yes, I'm a diesel driving daddy, don't you get in my lane, put the pedal to the metal,
middle, bringing 18 wheels and paint. I've been in look. Broke some hearts, settled down long enough to replace parts. Kicked a little asphalt along the way all trucks stop. I'm a panhandling, manhandling, post-tolling, high-rolling, dust-bowling daddy. I ain't got no blood in my veins, I just got them 4 lanes of hard Amarillo highway. Yes, I'm a diesel driving daddy, don't you get in my lane, putting the pedal to the metal, bringing 18 wheels of paint. I've been in look. Broke some hearts, settled down long enough to replace parts. Kicked a little asphalt along the way. Up and down that honky-tonkin' highway, take her to the house. Yeah! Are you ready to get a little reckless in here or what?
I started out with a 410 and moved to a 20 gauge. Every squirrel and rabbit in Dallas County knew my name. I sat on the stand with Paw from the time I was 3 years old. When I was 8, I used a muzzle loader to kill my first doe. These days I go down to Walmart and they sell them in the back. Some people wanna take them away. Why don't you go busting boys that's selling crack? Guns, whether Remingtons or Glocks. Come on, man, it ain't like I'm a slinging them on the block. And listen, son, as long as I'm alive and breathing, you won't take my guns. If there ever was a time we need 'em, I'd say it'd be today. When we're letting them terrorists watch cable TV and walk out of Guantanamo Bay. Just try to do the right thing and raise my family in this land. Treating me like you wanna be treated, and that's what I call a man. If we don't have them, what'll we do? Tell me where we're gonna go. Somebody breaks into my house, I'm gonna need my Colt 44. Or Glocks. Come on, man, it ain't like I'm a slinging them on the block. I'm gonna tell you once and listen, son, as long as I'm alive and breathing, you won't take my guns. Listen. Guns, whether Remingtons or Glocks. Come on, man, it ain't like I'm slinging them on the block. I'm gonna tell you once and listen, son, as long as I'm alive and breathing, and I'm still breathing, you won't take my guns. We can pop a top on a bottle of booze, have a front row seat to a big full moon, kick back and listen to the crickets in the field. Find a star we can call our own, watch the lightning bugs till they're gone, light a fire of passion or lay real still. In the bed of my Chevy on the outskirts of town, we can dance standing up or lay a blanket down. I can show you how much I love you if you let me. Make a memory we'll never forget, whisper little words I've never said. I'll pull you close when it gets hot and heavy. In the bed of my Chevy. Baby, slide off your boots down to your bare feet. Those cut-offs and tan lines are killing me. Move on over, lay your head on my shoulder, we'll stay a while. Still a little kiss as the whippoorwills sing through the trees with a southern feel. We can sit on the tailgate and wait till it feels right. In the bed of my Chevy on the outskirts of town, we can dance standing up or lay a blanket down. I can show you how much I love you if you let me. Make a memory we'll never forget, whisper little words I've never said. I'll pull you close when it gets hot and heavy. In the bed of my Chevy. Chevy on the outskirts of town, we can dance standing up or lay a blanket down. I can show you how much I love you if you let me. Make a memory we'll never forget, whisper little words I've never said. I'll pull you close when it gets hot and heavy. In the bed of my Chevy.
These empties, Lord, as soon as I find where they lay, tied off them jolly and leaving mines on a long hot summer day. And for every day I'm working on the Illinois River, get a half a day off with pay. Oh, towboat picking up barges on a long hot summer day. A gal in Pekin, she's a good old gal, okay. Oh, she's sitting there waiting by a window fan on a long hot summer day. For every day I'm working on the Illinois River, get a half a day off with pay. Oh, towboat picking up